Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Today I'm looking at League of Legends set. 5 figures here. We have here, is it Heimendinger or Heimendinger, perhaps? Then we have Jinx and Six and Caitlyn and Ekko, this last card. Now these are 1/18 scale, but I'm going to put ish on the end. Now they look all like they're 1/18 scale, perhaps a bit big. Obviously the first guy is tiny. Never played the game, don't intend to play the game. The figures look alright in the box, a bit too cartoon. I can see them have limited articulation, but I can see a use for them. Now what is worrying is I can't see any ankle articulation. Now the use I can see for them is in my futuristic sort of Annex 2179 world as citizens of that strange place, perhaps, who knows. Look pretty cool. Some sort of like almost like a robot dog thing, it looks like, in the corner here. You can see on the back there. Let me unbox this, turn the camera around, and we can have a closer look at this set and these figures in detail. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, here they all are with the accessories. They look pretty cool, but just by taking them out, I'm disappointed already. You can see the lack of articulation, you can feel it, you can feel there's loose joints. But if you're a customizer, there are lots of options for getting parts. Now, it did come with a poster, which you can sort of just about, oh, so big, drops it down. There we go. Make out. But on the back, it shows you a checklist of other figures to come. I'm interested in this guy here for real. Zed, maybe, yes. Because I'm getting, that's his name. Yasuru, maybe. Let me just fold this in again, see if I can get this guy into shot. There we go. And then the others, there's another Jinx apparently, and this guy here, I think I got him ordered. Darius. I might have Zed ordered as well. So I've got another 3 figures individually packed. And then there are some blanks which are not yet released, apparently. One looks like it's a Japanese samurai again, so I will be looking forward to that. Out of the pack, I thought she was my favourite. Then I thought her, but she can't stand up without her base. That's why she's leaning back. Then it's no. Then maybe him. So let's start from left to right. So this is just a robot dog thingy, I guess. There's no articulation. Just maybe it's a cannon. Doesn't do anything. And this, I don't know if it's a tool they hold. Whether that's supposed to attach somewhere or not. Maybe if someone plays the game and knows, or maybe I could look on the back of the box. That might be one way of doing it. Let me have a quick look on the back of the box and see if there's anything that explains what that is. No, it's a tool. It's supposed to be a tool that this little guy next to him holds. So here's the little guy. Sculpting is quite nice if you like your animalistic style stuff. His head has a left and a right. There's a not really up and down, side to side. Arms go up, there is no bicep, there's no wrist. He does have a waist turn. His legs do go forwards and backwards, and he has a thigh twist, but there is no knee bend. Limited articulation, but for this size, I can forgive that, but I could add that, except for those clothes. I'd have to cut off, and that'll just kind of ruin his look. Next, we have this one here, is this Jinx. I like the hair, the fact that it's very quite loose, which is good, so it won't ruin articulation. But I will say they've used that really horrible sort of plastic in their accessories where it's just too bendy, particularly on this sword. On something a bit more rigid. Very cartoony again, but very futuristic, sort of cyberpunk look. So she can look left and right. There's not an up and down or side to side. Arms go all the way around. Shoulders come out. I didn't check if this guy's shoulders come out. Yeah, his shoulders come out too, sorry. Like so. So her shoulders come out. If we have a look at her bicep bend, it is not 90 degrees on. God, that's so stiff. On the right, almost on the left. Another thing I'll say is the plastic feels quite cheap. There is no trunk. Was there a trunk? Oh, there's a trunk at the top. Didn't see that, so she can twist on the trunk, but there's not really a dip. Legs sideways, practically full splits, but this gets in the way. Forwards is alright, backwards, it's okay. Single kneecap. But, it doesn't want to hold its position. Just want to stretch out the plastic, which is a shame. And there's nothing on the, or is there? Oh, you can twist. Oh, that's a 5 from the knee twisting, not the actual boots. But the boots do look pretty cool. If you're a customizer, you could take this off for a guy or a girl. Yeah, so in terms of parts, I think those boots are fantastic. Also, this little hip part of the ammo, that looks pretty cool too. You could take the head off and give it a repaint and it look quite cool, but disappointing other than those boots, which I think are pretty cool. Next, number 6, or VI. I had great hopes of this, but look how disproportionately small that head is in comparison. Looks pretty cool. Loose joints, so you already see the knee is bending under the weight. Head, very stiff left and right. There's not up and down or tiny. Shoulders go all the way around. I should say there's no wrist turn on these. Out, biceps is tiny because the sculpting on that sort of armor gets in the way. There is nothing on the wrist, which is a shame because that made this really quite good. Got some of the packing plastic there, sorry. Obviously, if you went to customs, this would be great for adding to like a Hulk, custom. You get like a huge metal hand, but it's just a bit so disappointing. Nothing on the wrist. A wrist turn or flexation or something would have been good. There is a trunk which does turn. There's no dip. Again, legs are very good on the outwards. Forwards is good. Backwards is not much. I don't like the shape of the shoes. Single kneecap, but she does get a better bend than Jinx. There's nothing on the ankles or boots. The other problem is if you put her arms up, she was going to overbalance forwards because they're so heavy. So then you've got to make her lean backwards to actually sort of stand up if her arms are up in a forwards position. That's going to be really hard to balance. She should really have bigger feet. I don't like the way that the shoes curve up at the front. If they were flatter, she'd have more contact area with the surface. She'd stay upright. Okay, this is Caitlyn. I really wanted to like her, but her articulation, legs don't want to come forwards enough because of that skirt for us to stand up. If you get to go too forward, like even that one really forward, she's struggling. I like this. This is a mixture of steampunk and even cyberpunk with a bit of work. So if you like your steampunk, this is pretty cool. Look left and right. The head just goes over the shoulders. There is not really up and down. Looks like a ball joint on the head. I might try putting one of these off later and use them on another figure. Arms go all the way around, go out. Bicep is about 90 degrees, so better than I was expecting. Same on the other. She does have a trunk at the top, which she can twist. There's not really any movement. Legs, actually I was not expecting that. The skirt, because she's got splits in the skirt, it doesn't affect her legs on the outwards. But on the forwards, it does get in the way. Now her legs going out to the side, not straight forwards. Backwards, there's tiny, there's no twist. You can twist from the knees though, and she gets like a nearly 90 degrees. So you can twist from the knees because it's just a ball joint stuck in there. Nothing again on the ankles, which is my major gripe. If they had ankle articulation, that'd be much, much better. Now, it'd be quite hard to add that to the boots of Jinx here, but those boots are particularly nice. Last guy, or last one, is Ekko. Pretty nice sculpt. That head is pretty damn cool, except you can see a line between his head and the hair. Nice sort of, I'm not sure what that is on his back. Does that come off? That seems to be fixed. You can see there's no, I was about to say there's no kneecap. There's a very low kneecap. So head, he can look left and right. Not up and down, no side to side. Arms should go all the way around. Shoulders go really high, which is great. Turn them around. Just look at his biceps. Does not want to bend on that arm there. Quite feels like his bicep is going to come out of joint if I bend him. You see the joint line is here, but it does not want to bend. It feels like it's going to snap if I try. Cool. So biceps, I reckon. See if I can pull that out. I reckon it will snap if I try and bend it, because it just feels so stiff. Already, if you can't really see inside there, but the plastic is stressing. So that is something I'm going to have to heat up to try the bicep bend. He does have trunk, so he can turn pretty nicely. He does have a small forwards and backwards, actually, not really side to side. Legs, pretty good. Forwards is pretty good, actually. Backwards, actually, he can do a full split, which is surprising, without his legs going outwards to the side, so that's pretty good. He has a knee bend quite low down. And again, one leg is great, but this leg here, his left leg is, oh god, that was stiff, really stiff. And there's nothing on the feet, and again on the ankles. Again, he's got nice boots you could use for even pirate customs. Yeah, those biceps, that's definitely going to snap if I try and force that. I'll have to heat that up. Conclusion. Look pretty nice, but shocking on the plastic quality, I would say. And lacking any ankle articulation is also not great. Let's have a comparison for size. So let me take a Fortnite figure. I will take one I reviewed recently. This is Party Trooper, who is absolutely awesome. If I stick him in the front there, you can see him. Get him to stand up first. You can see that this guy is taller. She's taller, she's taller, she's taller. Only the cat thing is shorter. So they are slightly big for 118. This sort of pink sci-fi pow Gatling gun is pretty cool with the ears as well. That I do quite like. That's pretty cool. And then this shark, I guess rocket launcher or something. Now, if that had a mouth that opened and had a rocket inside, that would be phenomenal. Yeah, that'd be too much work to bother doing that, I think. But does look pretty nice again. The sword, too bendy, but looks alright. And this long rifle and this funny colour plastic, that is pretty good if you could drill those sights through. That's got a lot of potential. But I do like this little mechanic tool here. So, decent looking, but just not my cup of tea. I'll be using these for parts in the future. I really wish they put wrist articulation on that, at least that big one there, and it will add ankle articulation. But as I said, the boots on Jinx here are amazing. Definitely worth picking a loose one up if you can for those boots if you're into customizing. Though you wouldn't get a you have to cut them to make him have articulation, which is the shame. Same with him. He's got pretty good boots, and his boots could work in sci-fi or even sort of pirate fantasy, which is nice. Okay, please subscribe and click on the notification icon if you've not done so already, and check out my other videos. There's over 900 on the channel now. I'll be back soon with more awesome actual video reviews and news for you guys. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.